The Great Resignation 2025, Why Millions Are Quitting Jobs and How to Survive the Future of Work.
Welcome to Question Everything, where we challenge the status quo and dive deep into truths no one else dares to. Get ready to question everything you know.
Are you a human resource or a human being? The difference is critical. The Great Resignation, which saw 47 million quit in 2021 and 50 million in 2022, is surging again in 2025, with 56% of full-time U.S. employees wanting a new job and 27% actively searching, per Forbes' 2025 projection, and 1 in 3 planning to quit. The quit rate is stabilizing at 2% in February 2025, down from 2.7% in 2022, but absolute numbers remain high: 3.3 million quits in March 2025, per Statista, and 3.1 million in June, per BLS, showing persistent dissatisfaction. Reasons for quitting are multifaceted. 63% cite low pay, 32% want better working conditions, 30% seek better pay, and 43% prioritize training, per CareerArc, Randstad, and Universum 2025 surveys. Reasons for quitting. Low pay is a top driver. 63% of quitters in 2021 cited it, and in 2025, with wages growing 4.1% against 2.8% inflation, 62% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, per Lending Club, pushing quits for better opportunities. Burnout is rampant. 50% blame uncaring leaders, per Gallup 2025, with 43% of workers exhausted daily, per APA, and 33.2% of leaders saying mental health is the primary quit reason, per Future of Work report. Lack of flexibility fuels exits. 32% quit for better work-life balance, per McKinsey 2025, as mandatory office returns increase turnover 15%, with 40% of employers demanding full-time office presence, per Deloitte. Mental health impact. Work stress is at all-time highs. 54% of U.S. workers say job insecurity impacts mental health, per APA 2025, with 43% worried about layoffs, up 10% from 2024, amid 4.3% unemployment affecting 7.1 million. 31% report constant stress from work, per APA, with 21% experiencing mental illness, costing $340 billion in productivity annually, per Gallup 2025. Policies like office mandates worsen it. 65% of workers say job impacts mental health positively but 43% negatively, per APA, with remote work reducing burnout by 20%, yet 40% face return to office pressure. Policy and economic factors. Tariffs add economic strain. Trump's 10% import levy in 2025 adds $2,400 yearly to family budgets, per estimates, stressing 78 million food insecure with 5 to 10% higher grocery bills, per USDA. Unfunded tax cuts for rich save top 1% $61,090, per inequality.org 2025, while middle class face service cuts, adding anxiety for 62% living paycheck to paycheck. Debt ceiling fights and austerity. $35T national debt means $1.1T interest payments, crowding out mental health funding, with 71% reporting worse symptoms from economic pressure, per LifeStance. Future of 9-to-5 work. The 9-to-5 is transforming. WEF predicts AI displaces 85 million jobs by 2025 but creates 97 million, with 45% of tasks automated, per McKinsey, shifting to flexible roles. Hybrid work is standard. 65% of U.S. firms offer it in 2025, reducing turnover 15%, per Deloitte, with 4-day weeks boosting productivity 20%, per Autodesk trials. AI literacy is essential. 86% of employers prioritize it in 2025, per WEF, with robotics automating 58% of tasks, creating demand for 168,000 data science jobs at $103,500 salaries, per BLS. Job displacement risks. Youth unemployment is 9.8% in 2025, per BLS, with 4.3% for grads, higher than 3.9% for high schoolers, as AI threatens 25% of jobs, per Goldman Sachs. Entry-level roles vanish, 60% automated by 2030, per McKinsey, with 12 million workers needing career changes, youth hit hardest at 40% exposure. Economic shifts widen gaps. Trade deficit $1.2 in 2025 costs 2 million jobs, mostly entry-level, with BRICS AI adoption displacing US exports. Roadmap to survive. As an expert, here's your roadmap. First, assess your situation. 9.8% youth unemployment means check skills against BLS data, where 36% growth in data science offers $103,500 salaries. Upskill aggressively. Coursera has 100 million learners, with AI certifications boosting salaries 20%, per IBM 2025, aim for 15% job growth in STEM, with 1 million IT roles unfilled, per CompTIA. Negotiate flexibility. 65% of hybrid workers report less burnout, per APA. Ask for 4-day weeks, proven to increase productivity 20% in trials, reducing quit risk 15%. Suggestions for quitting workers. For stressed workers, 54% cite job insecurity, per APA. Seek mental health support like 988 hotline, used by 5 million in 2025, reducing anxiety 65%. Build side income. 45% of millennials have hustles earning $500 to $1,000 monthly, per surveys. Allocate 70% to emergency funds, covering 3 to 6 months for 40% with under $400 saved. Reskill with free resources. Code.org or Khan Academy for AI, where certifications cut unemployment from 9.8% to 4.3% for STEM grads, per BLS 2025. Comprehensive strategies. Diversify career. SBA reports 1.1 million new businesses in 2025, with youth startups up 15%, use $5 billion grants to launch, turning skills into income amid 6 to 7% AI job loss. Network aggressively. LinkedIn's 80% success rate for advice. Join groups where 92% avoid poverty through connections, per Big Brothers Big Sisters. Track progress. Use Mint for budgeting, with 70% of users cutting expenses 20%, freeing funds for upskilling in high-growth fields like nursing, 280.9% ROI, $80,000 salary. Hopeful future. The Great Resignation is a wake-up call. WEF predicts 97 million new AI jobs by 2025, with res-skilled workers filling 85%, turning crisis into opportunity. With right moves, unemployment drops. STEM grads have 4.3% rate versus 13.8% overall, per BLS 2025, showing planning leads to success. You're not stuck. Upskill, negotiate, hustle. By 2040, you'll thrive in a flexible economy. Start today, friend. The dream evolves with you.
Your opinion is what helps us expand our knowledge. Please share your thoughts on the question we asked and let us know what we should investigate next. Don't forget to subscribe to Question Everything and hit the bell. Stay curious and keep questioning.